Hello everyone, welcome to Brain Blitz Audios. Schools are centers of learning where we acquire knowledge and share our experiences. Let's visit a school and find out how students learn and share their experiences. This is called The School of Sympathy, and the story is written by Edward Verrall Lucas, who was a famous English humorist, essayist, playwright, biographer, publisher, poet, novelist, short story writer, and editor. Born in London, Lucas began to work as an apprentice to a bookseller at the age of 16. He was a prolific writer, most celebrated for his short essays, but he also produced verses, novels, and plays. The School for Sympathy is found in Kerala Reader, textbook in English for grade 8 students of Kerala Syllabus. Let's begin, shall we? I have heard a lot about Miss Beam's school, but I did not get the chance to visit it till last week. When I arrived at the school, I saw a girl of about 12, with her eyes covered with a bandage, being led carefully between the flower beds by a little boy of 8. She stopped and asked who it was that had come in, and he seemed to be describing me to her. Then they passed on. Miss Beam was all that I had expected, middle-aged, authoritative, kind, and understanding. Her hair was beginning to turn grey, and her round figure was likely to be comforting to a homesick child. We chatted for a while, and when I asked her some questions about her teaching methods, which I have heard were simple, she said, "We teach only those things that are simple and useful to pupils: spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, writing, etc. The rest is done by reading to them and giving them interesting tasks. There are practically no other lessons." "I have heard so much," I said, "about the originality of your system." Miss Beam smiled. "Ah, yes," she said, "I am coming to that. The real aim of this school is not to teach thought, but thoughtfulness, humanity, kindness, and citizenship. That is the ideal I have always had, and happily there are parents good enough to trust me to try and put it into practice. Look out at the window a minute, will ya?" I went to the window, which looked out on a large garden and playground at the back. "What do you see?" Miss Beam asked. "I see some very beautiful grounds," I said, "and a lot of jolly children. But what surprises me, and pains me too, is that they're not at all healthy and active. As I came in, I saw one poor little thing being led about because of some trouble with her eyes, and now I can see 2 more in the same condition, while there's a girl with a crutch just under the window, watching the others at play. She seems to be a hopeless cripple." Miss Beam laughed. "Oh no," she said, "she's not lame really. This is only her lame day, nor are those others blind. It's only their blind day." I must have looked very much astonished, for she laughed again. "There you have an essential part of our system in a nutshell. In order to get these young minds to appreciate and understand misfortune, we make them share in misfortune too. In the course of the term, every child has 1 blind day, 1 lame day, 1 deaf day, and 1 dumb day. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged, and it's a point of honor not to peep. The bandage is put on overnight. They wake up blind. This means that they need assistance in everything, and other children are told to help them and lead them about. It is educative to both of them, the blind and the helpers. Everyone's really kind," Miss Beam continued, "and it is really something of a joke, although, of course, before the day is over, the reality of the disability becomes clear, even to the least thoughtful. The blind day is, of course, really the worst, but some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most frightening. There, of course, the child must use willpower, only because the mouth is not bandaged. But come down into the garden and see for yourself how the children like it." Miss Beam led me to one of the little bandaged girls. "A merry thing. Here's a gentleman come to talk to you," said Miss Beam, and left us. "Don't you have a peep?" I asked, by way of an opening. "Oh no!" she exclaimed. "That would be cheating." But I had no idea it was so awful to be blind. You can't see a thing. One feels one is going to be hit by something every moment. Sitting down is such a relief. "Are your guides kind to you?" I asked. "Pretty good. Not as careful as I shall be when it is my turn. Those that have been blind already are the best. It is terrible not to see. I wish you would try. Shall I lead you anywhere?" I asked. "Oh yes," she said. "Let's go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about things. I shall be so glad when today is over. The other bad days can't be half as bad as this. Having a leg tied up and hopping about on a crutch is almost a fun, I guess. Having an arm tied up is a little more troublesome, because you have to get your food cut up for you, and so on. But it doesn't really matter. And as for being deaf for a day, I shan't mind that, at least not much. But being blind is so frightening. My head aches all the same, just from avoiding things that probably aren't there." "Where are we now?" "In the playground," I said, going towards the house. Miss Beam is walking up and down the terrace with a tall girl. "What has the girl got on?" my companion asked me. "A blue skirt and a pink blouse." "I think it's Millie," she said. "What color is her hair?" "Very light," I said. "Yes, that's Millie. She is the head girl. She is very decent." "There's an old man tying up roses," I said. "Yes, that's Peter. He is the gardener. He's hundreds of years old." "And here comes a dark girl in red, on crutches." "Yes," she said, "that's Beryl." And so we walked on, and in guiding this little girl about, I discovered that I was many times more thoughtful already than usual. I also realized that having to describe the surroundings to another makes them more interesting. When Miss Beam came to release me, I was sorry to go. I walked back to the town, murmuring, incorrectly as ever, the lines, "Can I see another's woe and not share their sorrow too? Oh no, never can it be, never, never can it be." And that's the end of the story, written by Edward Lucas, E.V. Lucas. We hope you found this story interesting. For more useful stories and videos, please subscribe to our channel, Brain Blitz Audios. We have uploaded a lot of stories out at Brain Blitz Audios. Some of their links are given in the description down below. Please visit those links to enjoy more stories. So until the next webisode, take care, stay safe, bye-bye for now.